What is going on, brothers? It's Mgtow, the name. Got another video for you. It's written title, Lockout, Part 16. Here goes. So we called it, brothers. We called it. So you're starting to see more of these tropes come flat out and say that 50-50 relationships don't work. They're saying that 50-50 relationships do not work. Translation: you shut up and pay for everything. But when you take into account that for the past 50 years, they have said that they're strong and independent, they don't need no man, that they are equals, why are they still looking for traditional relationships? Huh? Why are they still doing that? Because they want to have their cake and eat it. You see, they want to be stunning and brave, strong and independent, but you can still pay for everything, right? Right? That's gold digging. That's what the fuck this is. It's gold digging. You see, these tribes pushed for years to make dating and relationships 100% transactional. They got their wish. Men got washed to the game, and they bounced. And now these tribes are crying foul. Well, I see that's tough shit. They got what they wanted, now they're not happy. And this is the price that they have to pay for their hubris and being short-sighted. And this right here is proof positive that dating relationships right nowadays, dating relationships is just nothing but gold digging. These ditch pigs and these trolls are not getting into relationships or dating to get to know men. They're dating and getting into relationships so they can get resources out of men. They're parasiting off of us. That's what they're doing. Because they made dating and relationships transactional. It started with that subreddit called Female Dating Strategies. It started there. And then Nicki Minaj had to start flapping her gums and saying, "Run it ninjas' pockets." And then more feminists got on TikTok and said, "Screw gender equality, make his wallet hurt." So, at this point, dating and relationships are 100% transactional. And it's a zero-sum game for men. Now, the bitch-made simps and the blue peelers and the male hyenas, they want to still remain hopeful. They want to feign ignorance. They want to play dumb out here and pretend that what we have been saying for years is not true. But they're finding themselves face-planting. They're face-planting. And these trollops, they don't respect them. They don't respect them. But a lot of them find themselves in a fix because, you see, women outnumber men here in the West. And there are not a lot of pet wallets to go around. They're not. So, now comes the part where you have trollops coming up with things like the douchebag tax. Like that former spring chicken up there in New York. Where they charge men for wasting their time. So then I gotta laugh because, if my memory serves me correctly, wasn't it these trollops who came up with hashtag waste this time back in 2016? You know, the part where they come up with schemes on how to waste a man's time, where you ask him out on a date and you cancel at the last minute, or you just ghost him for no fucking reason. They came up with that. It was called hashtag waste this time back in 2016. But now today, if you waste her time, you get hit with a douchebag tax, which is nothing more than a simp tax. The whole thing is nothing more than gold digging. It's parasiting. They're parasiting off of you despite telling themselves they're strong and independent, they don't need no man. You see, this is chaos. This is chaos, and we've been calling it for years. But that's what these tribes want. They enjoy chaos because chaos is part of their element. Masculinity equals order, femininity equals chaos. And they love chaos. But the problem with this chaos is that they end up self-destructing. But while they're self-destructing, they still want you to provide resources for them. They still want you to run back to the plantation and pull their ass out of fire. And that's just not going to happen. Because there's not enough pit walls to go around. They're just not there. Because women outnumber men here in the West. And a lot of that is because of the sex-specific abortions that these tribes here in the West have been having. A lot of the babies that they've aborted over the years have been baby boys. Because, you know, fuck the patriarchy. So, you see, their calamity, their pain and misery was all self-inflicted. But they're not going to own up to it. It's always somebody else's fault. Well, they got to own the blame for this for themselves. And since they've let the cat out of the bag and have said that 50-50 relationships don't work, more and more men should just lock them out. Save your resources and lock them out. If they want to be gold diggers full-time, let them be gold diggers full-time and get nothing. That's the way it should be. They wanted to throw out biology, common sense. They want to make relationships and dating 100% transactional. Well, here are the consequences. And the consequences always hurt. And you're learning that right now. That's tough shit. Brothers, we're winning. We're winning. And my advice to you is very simple. Lock them out. You see, they're self-destructing, but they should self-destruct on their own. Don't let them pull you down with them. You see, it's not our job to run back to the plantation and save them from their financial problems that they themselves caused. It's not our job to fix the problems they caused. They did this to themselves. They're adults. They can find their way out of it. It is what it is. It may sound harsh, it may sound cold-blooded, but that's where we are right now, brothers. That's where we are. This is L.O.M. Mgtow. That's all I got for this video, brothers. If you like the video, like, share in the commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you're enjoying this, my channel, you find a tip jar on the upper right-hand side of the screen next to the G+ icon. All right, fam. All right, brethren. You know it's real. You know it's in. Go away, little boy. SYSPM. As for these ditch pigs, these degenerate gold-digging leeches, these Kool-Aid burners, and these musty ham beasts who tell you that they're strong and independent, they don't need no man, but somehow they still want your resources, give them nothing. This has been Mgtow PSA. More comes tight. See you soon.